Men's basketball has the #1 seed in the Little East Conference tournament. We're talking to an expert on the team's chances to make it to the NCAA tourney. And track and field is also celebrating several individual champions. Those stories and more next on Inside Owl Athletics. Ty Nichols' halftime buzzer beater perfectly illustrates the excitement and the emotion that rocked Spalding Gym Saturday. Hello, Owl fans. I'm Matt Holderman, and welcome to Inside Owl Athletics. That game Saturday had all the drama you could want in the regular season finale. Conference #1 Eastern Connecticut versus #2 Keene State, battling it out for the top seed in the conference tournament.
The two teams battled fiercely through the first half, forcing handfuls of fouls and turnovers. Ty Nichols, James Zanozzi, and Miguel Prieto did most of the scoring for the Owls. Right at the buzzer at halftime, Nichols made this amazing shot from 3/4 of the way down court. The referees initially counted the shot, but later took the points off the board, saying it did not count. The second half saw more of the same excitement, with the Owls eking ahead by 10 points, their biggest lead of the game, with 4 minutes to go. But the Warriors made one final charge, with Carlos Gonzalez scoring 6 straight points and Corey Muckle getting this 4-point play. The ultimate difference maker was free throws converted by Jordan Haywood and Paul Mahon in the final seconds, giving the Owls an 81-76 lead that they would hold to the buzzer. The Owls took the win and will host the conference semifinal and final for the first time since 2006. They head into the tournament celebrating a 10-game win streak, and they couldn't be more excited.
Man, we worked for it. Feels like we deserved it. You know what I mean? We're much together. We fight. It's been a rocky hill, but we here. You know what I mean?
Here's what the tournament looks like for the Owls. Tonight, they take on #4 Western Connecticut. Tip-off is at 5:30 in Spalding Gym. If Keene State wins, they will face either #2 Eastern Connecticut or #3 UMass Dartmouth in the championship game. That game is set for Saturday at 5. Last Saturday's game was also special because it was Senior Day and Alumni Day. Some of those alums are former Owl basketball players who came early Saturday morning for the annual alumni game. The special guest of honor was 1976 grad Al Hicks. Hicks was Keene State's all-time leading scorer until Ty Nichols surpassed his record on January 21st with 2,044 career points. Hicks and Nichols were honored on the court before tip-off. Hicks says he's happy for the new points leader.
I mean, we all family. I mean, I wish him well. I don't know, what his plans is, but I wish him the best. And hopefully he can keep the record for 42 years like me and go from there.
Nichols was one of 5 graduating players honored before the game on Senior Day. He was joined by teammates Charles McLean, Kyle Santoro, and Josh DeGranier, a junior who is graduating early. Senior guard Emily McPadden was honored before the women's game. McPadden and her team were facing the second-place team in the conference in Eastern Connecticut. Inside Owl Athletics' Tyler DeRosso reports the Warriors showed why they are near the top of the standings.
Keene State opened by getting on the board first with a shot by Lily Schleiman. But Eastern Connecticut stormed back, going on a 12-0 run to open the game. In the second quarter, the Owls pulled to within 5 thanks to this shot by Abby Thutt and another from Lily Schleiman. Keene made another push in the third quarter when senior Emily McPadden was able to drill this 3 to cut the lead. But after that, it was all Eastern Connecticut. The Warriors put up 25 points in the third and 21 in the fourth en route to an 80-50 victory. Senior Emily McPadden says for her, this game was about being on the court with her team one last time.
I told my teammates I wanted to come out and have fun, and I did that, so.
McPadden closes out her Keene State career 4th all-time and made 3-pointers. What are the chances now for the Keene State men to make the NCAA tournament? For this week's interview, we're taking that question to an expert. He's created a formula that has predicted at-large bids to the NCAA Division III men's basketball tournament with 92% accuracy in each of the last 2 seasons. He correctly predicted that Keene State would receive an at-large bid in 2017 and that the Owls would not make the tournament in 2018. He's Dr. Drew Pastor, an associate professor of mathematics at the College of Worcester in Ohio. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Pastor. Could you explain for us how your formula works?
Sure. Based on looking at what teams got those at-large Pool C bids in past years, all the associated data of what were the resumes of the teams, what were their winning percentages, strength of schedule, what were their records against regionally ranked opponents, and did they get in or not, then we can get a sense of how the committee values these different things over time and try to make our best predictions as to what would put a team in or out.
So for people who aren't basketball fanatics, can you explain what that all means?
It's all about winning a lot of games and beating good teams. If you can do those 2 things, then you're likely to get an invitation whether or not you win your conference.
What did Keene State's win over Eastern Connecticut last Saturday do to boost their chances?
That's a huge win for Keene State. If you lose that game, then you're probably looking at having to win the Little East Conference tournament, or at the very least to get to the final to be able to win. And now the position is quite strong. Of course, winning the tournament would mean an automatic bid, but just getting to the final means there would be an excellent chance of getting in at large. And even if the Owls were to lose the semifinal game this weekend, then they would still be a bubble team even at that. So that win over Eastern Connecticut was a season-making kind of win.
So even if Keene State does not win the championship this weekend, you still think they have a good chance of making the tournament?
I do. I've got them right now at about 85% chance to get in if they make it to the final. Of course, that depends on what happens in other conference tournaments this week. If you're a bubble team, you want to see both other bubble teams lose and then the favorites in other conferences win so that strong teams don't get knocked into the at-large pool. You want to see them get those automatic bids. But right now it looks pretty good, even by reaching the final for a potential 3rd matchup with Eastern Connecticut State.
And we're looking forward to that matchup tonight. Thanks for your time and your insight, Dr. Pastor.
Bye-bye.
KSC track and field athletes are celebrating individual conference championships. Alexis Gauthier won the 60-meter hurdles. In that race, she beat her sister Skylar by 0.06 of a second. Lauren Perkowski continued her dominance of the distance events. She won the 5,000 meters by more than a minute over the 2nd-place finisher. Lynn Hebert took first in the 1,000 meters. Nicole Dalmeda won the 600 meters. And freshman Shannon Parks made a splash in her first trip to the conference meet by winning the shot put. On the men's side, the team of Angel Ramirez, Anthony Jennings, Clinton Mungetta, and Jared Hannon took first in the 4x200 relay. In the team standings, the KSC men were 5th, while the women placed 2nd overall. While winter sports are winding down, spring sports are just about to get started. The Owl baseball team is looking forward to opening day next week. For the last 3 weeks, the team has been practicing inside at Spalding Gym. These drop-down cages allow players to perfect their swings and even take live batting practice. Coach Ken House says he's expecting better offense this year with more support from a more mature defensive unit. Pitching will be a mix of veterans and new talent. Now the team is ready to get out of the gym and onto the field.
So the guys are ready, they're working hard, we're doing all the things that we're asking them to do, and every day trying to get better, trying to work on their craft and get to the point where we need to be come opening day.
Opening day for the Owls is Saturday, March 2nd, with a doubleheader at Farmingdale State. For the 7th time this season, Ty Nichols is the Little East Conference Men's Basketball Player of the Week. Nichols put up 34 points along with 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals in the Owls' upset of Eastern Connecticut Saturday. Freshman Shannon Parks is the LEC Rookie Field Athlete of the Week. As we reported earlier, Parks won the shot put last weekend at the Conference Indoor Championships. Her winning throw was 12.16 meters. Your Owl Athletes of the Week are Lauren Perkowski and Ty Nichols. Perkowski's 5,000-meter LEC championship run was one for the record books. Her time of 18:40.92 set both a Davis track record and a Little East Conference record. Nichols also notched another record this week. He is now the single-season point leader in Keene State men's basketball history. His 34 points on Saturday pushed his season total to 674. He surpasses Al Hicks, who put up 656 points in the 1974-75 season. Nichols is also in the running for the top national honor in small college basketball. This week, he made the top 50 list for the Bevo Francis Award. Nichols is averaging 27 points per game, along with 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2.7 steals. He is one of 9 Division III athletes on the top 50 list. The Small College Basketball Foundation will announce the winner in April. The LEC men's basketball tournament is happening right here on campus this weekend. That's topping our sports calendar. This afternoon at 5:30, Keene State takes on Western Connecticut in the Little East Conference men's basketball semifinals. Track and field are off to the New England Division III championships. The swim and dive team is at MIT this weekend for the New England Intercollegiate Swimming and Diving Association Championships. Men's lacrosse opens the season Saturday at RPI. Game time is at 1. Tuesday, they'll be on the road at Western New England at 4. And Wednesday, women's lacrosse starts the season at MIT. Game time is at 4 as well. Check out KeenOwls.com for the latest schedule updates. Remember, you can watch all Keene State home contests through the Owl Athletics website. Just go to KeenOwls.com, click on the Game Day tab, then select Live Broadcasts. Again, that's KeenOwls.com, Game Day, and then Live Broadcasts. That's all for this week's show. For all of us here at Inside Owl Athletics, I'm Matt Holderman. Thanks for watching.